arena, we've got the Los Angeles Lakers facing the NBA champion Golden State Warriors. Seems like we've been here before. Yes, it is Groundhog Day. And we welcome you to this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Here with us, basketball expert and former late-night comedy writer. A lot of people don't know this, Bill Simmons.
Yeah, as soon as I left, Kimmel's show took off, so I think I was the reason.
You built the foundation for it, let's be honest.
I was there for the early years.
You said it was a very influential time in your life, a very good thing for you to do.
Oh, it was fantastic. I learned a lot. I learned how to not get my jokes on the air, and I learned a lot about humility.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Rajon Rondo is out there with Brandon Ingram. And it's Zubac in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Rondo after the miss from Stephen Curry. Here's LeBron, and it's good coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Kevin Durant, an MVP, multiple championships, but he continues to add new wrinkles to his game and takes pride in that part of his game.
Yeah, last year was the two-way play and the defense in the first 2.5 months of the year. They faded off. That whole team, I think, got tired. I asked some of the Warriors about it last year, just why they get tired when, you know, it wasn't like 17 was that grueling. They kind of rolled through the league. But I think it's just day-to-day, the bullseye being in the spotlight. Every arena you go to.
Best punch every game.
Yeah, you're out in Charlotte. It's the highlight of Charlotte's season to play you, and I think it does wear those guys down. I think the next step with him would be, can he evolve into a stretch five? What could he be Al Horford, basically, and take all the Draymond minutes when Draymond's not playing and just be the other five?
How many stretch fives are in the NBA? Can you count them on one hand, or think of them?
It's the Al Horford, and there's not many. There's not many. But, I mean, a 7-foot guy who's one of the best, 8 shooters of all time is your stretch five.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Can Jokic shoot the three? He can kind of.
Yeah.
He's got an outside shot, doesn't he?
Unfortunately, Jokic stretches the other team's point total when he's out there. So he's a stretch the other team's total to 120 defender.
Now here's Ingram. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. James, left side. Over Thompson, and LeBron with the basket, the assist from Ingram. LeBron's got his second basket of the game.
Well, because of the physical frame LeBron James has, he's going to shoot a high percentage in the paint. What I love is how good he is at reading when he needs to get that shot off.
Boy, I didn't think he had a chance of stopping that lay-in. What a gutsy defensive play.
Pass to Rondo. Now Kuzma. And Kuzma slams it in.
It's incredible to me, Kevin, how remarkably in tune LeBron is with the movement of his teammates. The guy is a scorer, he's a creator, he's a force to be reckoned with.
Now, here's Green. And right now, he's averaging about 7 points a game. Ingram with the steal. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing under control.
The drive by Rondo. The shot, no good. So Golden State will take it the other way. They went to Los Angeles for their last meeting with the Lakers and came out with a victory.
Yeah, a dominant win for them their last time in this matchup. And what jumps off the stat page was their advantage on the board.
I think the goal always is to control the glass if you can. It ends up giving you extra possessions that typically lead to extra points.
And here is James following DeMarcus Cousins' three. Ingram against Thompson. 4 on the shot clock. A step-back shot here. Shot clock reset for the Lakers. Here's James, and Thompson sends it back.
We know that Thompson is an excellent defender. He does such a good job timing shots for those rejections.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open. And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Bill, several of your books have been bestsellers. How did it feel to see your work so well received around the world?
I think I was really happy that the basketball book did well because I spent a long time writing it, and it was 700 pages. And when it got mailed to me, it was so big, I thought people would just be terrified of it. And, you know, it turns out,
I think they embraced the size.
I think they did. They liked it. I designed it for people to be able to put on their toilet or bring on an airplane or whatever they want to do with it. But I was always amazed that there wasn't a basketball book that tried to kind of group all these other books and some of the opinions and all the misinformation. Like the fact that, honestly, the reason I wanted to write the book was just that people thought Wilt Chamberlain was better than Bill Russell. And yet every single thing written in the 60s was that Bill Russell was better. And all the players would say Bill Russell was better. And when they played together, Bill Russell's team won. So it's like, how do we get to the point where people think Wilt Chamberlain was better? So it was that and some other stuff that made me want to write the book.
And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. Take a look at the Warriors. And not a surprise, really, to see them sitting there in that #1 spot in the conference. The excellent brand of basketball they've been putting on display lately has been terrific. And, of course, the Lakers, 9.5 games behind.
You know, for Los Angeles, they've never been able to take that next step this season and really break away from the pack.
Yeah, I think if that next step was coming, it would have happened by now. They can't be worried about could-haves and should-haves. They need to be focused 100% on the push for the playoffs.
Now Ingram, following the miss by DeMarcus Cousins from deep. Over Green. And it's Ingram missing.
Superb defense, guys. No way he's going to let him get off a clean look at the basket.
Durant just inside the line. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Steve Kerr gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. Hey, look, he knows they've got great shooters who can score from anywhere in distance. He thinks his team can go toe-to-toe with anybody in the league there. And he won't be pulling back the reins even if they start missing a few. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. Here's Cousins. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Bill Commissioner Adam Silver believes the 2K Esports League will have the staying power of the NBA, WNBA, the G League. A pretty powerful comment to make.
And I hope he's right, because I want to be the lead color guy. I want us to be the team. Why can't it be us, Kevin Harlan?
Are you kidding me?
Let's do that. Cut me the check.
Sign
As Rasheed
me
Wallace
up.
would say, CTC, cut the check.
Bill Simmons is here.
I'm ready.
Yeah, just ice cold right now from the floor. Time to regroup.
And I think, Greg, they look lost and they look frustrated. Not sure how they're missing so many shots right now.
Now we have a moment to look at how the blocks have been stacking up over the past several months for McGee.
We're just not seeing that same fierceness out of him defensively these last few months. He's lost a little bit of that intimidation factor. He's not blocking as many shots, and he's not making the same impact on that end of the floor.
Curry, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And there's the foul against the Lakers.
Well, there are times the bind Steph Curry puts you in gives you no choice but to foul you. What pressure he is able to apply to your defense.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
What I love about Stephen Curry is the pure joy he gets from playing the game of basketball. He will put everything on the line every single night he's on the floor.
Stephen Curry hits them both.
Boy, he's just been so consistent, right? I mean, every time he's gotten to the stripe, he's delivered. This is great stuff.
Bill, since they drafted Steph Curry, the Warriors' fortunes have really changed. Would you call him the most important pick in the history of that franchise?
I would veer it a different way. I think it's one of the most important missed picks
of other teams
in the history of the NBA, because for two reasons. One, because the Timberwolves had the 2 picks right before and passed them both times,
2 guards, right?
and took 2 point guards, neither of whom was named Stephen Curry. So that was amazing. The pick after him was the New York Knicks, and if he had gone there, you could make a case that, you know, he saves the Knicks. Or you could make the case that maybe he gets hurt wherever he goes. This is somebody that had really, really bad ankle injuries and was lucky enough to be in an organization in Silicon Valley where he got the right kind of treatment and thought about these new wave ways to treat his ankles. He relearned how he ran.
Core was strengthened.
He strengthened his core and basically took pressure off his ankles, where if he'd come up in the 1980s, maybe he plays 5 years and he's out of the league. And my point is, if he goes to the Timberwolves or goes to the Knicks, he probably gets hurt, and we probably know Stephen Curry is the guy who got hot on Davidson for 2 years.
And a bust in the NBA, right?
Yeah, or not a bust, or like a what-if guy. Like, oh, man, it's too bad that guy got hurt. And instead he goes to the Warriors. So,
well, yeah, well said.
Really a great what-if pick. He has so many bad what-ifs, and this was the perfect what-if.
And the first one drops.
And there's no denying that Rondo is a wizard with the ball, exceptional at exploiting holes in the defense.
Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Golden State. They trail by 1. And that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession.
And now let's take a moment to check out the stats for Green. Over the last month, he has been spectacular. Second in assists. And, of course, rim protection always at a premium. That's an important part of his game. Top 20 in block spurt.
And going back to him being second in assists, it's his ability to control the pace of the game, his peripheral vision. That makes him such a great floor leader.
I'll tell you, nice determination. Draymond Green, in the face of very good defense, makes the jumper anyway. Nice.
It's rebounded by Golden State, coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
You know, they worked hard, they drew fouls, but they just couldn't convert at the line.
I think that's the most frustrating thing, right? You've earned the opportunity to take those free throws, and you don't cash in at the line.
Thompson with the bucket. Bill, with last year's do-or-die season finale between Minnesota and Denver, final game of the regular season, momentum is gathering for a play-in tournament, maybe for the last 2 playoff spots. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I wrote about this in 07. I called it the Entertaining as Hell tournament, where basically the first 7 seeds were guaranteed, and the 16 teams that didn't make it out of the 2 conferences, they just went head-to-head, single elimination. And then you have the final 2 games in New York City, and you blow it out, and you have a fun thing with it. I think that Minnesota-Denver game was important, and maybe the solution is you have the 6 seeds guaranteed in each conference, and then you have 7, 8, 9, 10 in each conference, and you just have playing games. You have 7 versus 10. You have 8 versus 9. You do it over the course of a couple days. You use the TV revenue from that, because you could get good money from that, to maybe shorten the season.
Great
which
idea.
Would be, for me, the #1 thing I would change about the league. I think we should have a 70-game season. You could talk me into 76, but there's too many games. If there's too many nights where the players, I just think basketball is really hard to play.
Now let's take a look at the list of players who have been absolutely lighting it up. These are the NBA scoring leaders over the last 10 games. Second, Stephen Curry.
Quite a role he's been on. I mean, a pure scoring display. Eventually, teams might find an answer for him, but that's not been the case here lately.
So it's the Lakers now, after the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. Fires the 3. No good that time. And the Lakers going the other way now. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
And on the road, their perimeter shooting really helped to kind of keep the crowd out of the game.
No, I completely agree. They completely took the crowd out of it. They were scorching hot from the perimeter all night long.
Pass to LeBron. Knocked away. It's stolen by Green. That one misses. Good D by Rondo. Lakers trailed by 3. James outside. Over Durant. James misses. And for the Warriors, they're shooting 33% here in the first quarter. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on DeMarcus Cousins.
At his size, LeBron is a handful inside, and sometimes you can't help but foul him to try and prevent that easy bucket.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
Free throw good, LeBron.
Well, how about a multi-time champion and a multi-time MVP, and LeBron James continues to dominate. It truly is special to watch.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Looney's checked in for Cousins. Iguodala comes in for Kevin Durant. Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Thompson. And Cook subbed in for Curry. And he can't hit the second. Bill, we know about the love affair you have with the NBA, and you've written about it for so long. Started with the $4 ticket in Boston with your dad.
Yeah, my dad bought season tickets for the 1973-74 Boston Celtics, and it was only one ticket. And I think it was $4 a game, probably like $160 total. And he used to carry me in mainly because they didn't want to pay for a babysitter. So I started going to games that year, probably sleeping through a lot of them. And they won the title.
How old were you in 72?
So I was 4.
4 years old.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember anything from that season. The first season I remember is the year later when they lost before the finals to Washington. And then the year later they won the famous finals against Phoenix, the triple overtime game. I was there.
Was Cowens on that team?
Cowens, Havlicek,
Yep.
JoJo White.
Yep.
And I was at the triple overtime game in the 76 finals. It was probably the most famous NBA game ever of the, the kids out there now would nominate like Game 7, 2016 or something. But triple overtime game was the most famous game ever. And I slept through the entire second half and the first overtime.
Oh, no.
But then woke up because everybody was standing the whole second overtime, so I had to get up.
And always a smooth athlete, KCP doing a better job of drawing contact.
It's his first trip to the line. First one falls for him.
Yeah, much improved foul shooter. KCP also starting to get to the line at a higher rate.
And Caldwell Pope drops them both. There's a minute 47 left in the first quarter. To the left wing. Now here's Livingston. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. The 10-footer. No good.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
To the inside. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Well, he might be a point guard, but don't sleep on the vertical of Mr. Sean Livingston. You're talking about a big-time athlete.
Hart kicks to Beasley. 1:02 left in the first quarter. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. Livingston with it. In the corner, Cook with it. Pulls up on the wing, and it's Golden State with another.
Just deadly from mid-range. He's got such a great feel for that shot.
Lakers trail by 7. Hart kicks to Caldwell Pope. Back to Hart. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Lakers shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
And he knocks down the first one. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Warriors leading by 5. Here is Cook. Clock at 6. On the wing, Iguodala shoots over McGee. What a performance for Draymond Green. He has been the story for the Golden State Warriors. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Steph Curry talks about the visual drills he does to help his playmaking as he's made the transition from a point guard at Davidson to a combo guard in the NBA.
It's a cognitive and neurological drill that helps you, one, takes your mind off the basketball, because when you're in a game, that should be the last thing you're thinking about. There's so many other variables out there that you have to kind of survey, where your defender is, where your teammates are, where you are in relation to the basket and your reaction. So those lights kind of train you in that regard. You have to, see what the color is, make a determination of what move that corresponds to, execute the move, and then finish the jumper.
The improvement he's made, Greg, in his ball handling has really unlocked his game.
I mean, able to keep his head up as he attacks off the dribble, read the defense, and drills like that can only help.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
I mean, an interesting first quarter. The pressure D seems to be causing a lot of turnover.
Feels like they're getting a lot of deflections, hands-on basketballs resulting into steals. This has been pretty to watch.
We've got Cook, Iguodala out there with Jerebko, and there's Livingston, and it's Looney in at the 5. That's the group for the Golden State Warriors to start the second quarter. Livingston, no luck. Lakers trail by 5. Stevenson outside. Caldwell Pope on the wing. Shot from free throw range. The rebound by Cook. Warriors leading by 5. Passes it to Livingston from past the arc. A three-pointer is right on target. Livingston's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Warriors. Bill, a top advisor for the U.S. High School Athletics and Activities Division, recommended that schools adopt esports programs. What's your take on that?
I'm all in. It's probably my son's only chance to go to college, so I really hope it happens. Now, listen, the world changes every decade.
I know.
And you got to change with it. And the reality is esports is one of the biggest things we have now. And if you're under 15, you're way more likely to play video games and be good at that than you are to do anything else. So why wouldn't we be able to benefit from that? The whole esports in general, just the audiences they're getting and as a spectator event, that's been building. So why wouldn't that work for college?
Thinking about how much sports video gaming has changed over the decades, Bill, can you imagine a 13, 14-year-old Bill Simmons with the 2K product? You would just be all over that, wouldn't you?
You have no idea, Kevin Harlan. I was there for every step of the video game revolution. I had an Intellivision and an Atari. I had Nintendo. I had Super Nintendo. I had all 3 of the first PlayStations.
You played them all the time.
I played entire Madden seasons on the treadmill when I was like in my early 30s. Try playing any video game on the treadmill. Try it and try not falling off. It's impossible. I've been there every step of the way. I am pro esports. Basketball, I'm jealous of the people who can play 2K well because
Shooting 2.
there's just, not sound like an old guy, but so many buttons and so many things to remember. I'm always so impressed when people just remember all the combinations and stuff. I'm jealous.
Like your son does this.
My son
he plays
can do it.
I know it.
But I could have done it. I know you could have. I want to take 1984 me out of a time machine and just give me this game. I would have unleashed.
Yeah, but 13-year-old Bill Simmons would like what 40-year-old Bill Simmons is.
13-year-old Bill Simmons would be amazed that 48-year-old Bill Simmons was getting paid to do anything. He'd really be excited about that. Just that he wasn't living at home. We would have been fired up.
I tell you, as good as he is at the line, it allows him to invite contact when he's down low.
It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Ingram wide open. They grab their own miss. Here's Beasley. Great D that time from Iguodala.
Yeah, good interior D there. Prevents the deuce.
Well, if he wasn't there, that shot's going in. Love the effort on the defensive end.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And they pick up 2. Bill, the way that super teams are being put together right now, good or bad for the league?
I'm confused. I have been watching this league since I was a kid. We've always had super teams. There's never been an era where we didn't. What do people think the Jordan era Bulls were, and what do they think the Shaq, Kobe Lakers were? This is how the league is. I think what bothers people this time around specifically is that the Warriors won 73 games and they added Kevin Durant. Now, I get it. I get why it bothers people. On the other hand, your job as a franchise is to tilt the competitive advantage in any way you can toward your favor. They did a great job building their team. They did a great job building enough cap space for this year that everybody knew was coming, the summer of 2016. We knew the cap was going to jump, and they played it perfectly, and they got Kevin Durant out of it. He played it perfectly, too. He was on a team. He wasn't going to win the title in OKC. He wasn't going to win the title playing with Westbrook. Not to sound like a Durant apologist, but he wants to win a title and beat LeBron James. If you're going to do that, you're going to try to get on the best possible team you can.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Draymond Green is a former Defensive Player of the Year, and he remembers his motivation. They said I fell in the draft because what position would I guard? I'll never forget that. I'm comfortable guarding any position. When I'm playing against big guys, I battle even harder. You have to prove a point. I won't be a pushover. Kevin?
Yeah, he never backs down. Thanks, David.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Now here's Iguodala. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Not going to go that time. Excellent D there from Beasley. And, Bill, we were discussing how teams are constructed in recent years. The changes in 2016 to cap space. How Kevin Durant landed with the Warriors.
I see the analogy that, it's like stacking a pickup game and just grabbing the best 4 guys and just beating people on a pickup court for 4 hours. But that's the thing, the league isn't a pickup game. The league, everyone operates by the same rules. And the Warriors,
everybody had a shot at him.
Everyone had a shot. The Celtics had a shot. He didn't even want to interview with the Lakers. The Knicks had cap space. They didn't have a chance. The Wizards had cap space. He was from Maryland. Didn't want to go there. So, I think the Warriors should get a little more credit for how smart they were with everything.
Some changes for Golden State. DeMarcus Cousins comes in for Looney, and Kevin Durant subbed in for Cook. And the Lakers also making a change. Rondo's checked in. McGee in the high post. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Down low, Jerebko goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That one is on Beasley.
Well, it's the size that Livingston presents at the point guard spot that's so unique. This guy is terrific finding the open man.
The Warriors shooting their 7th free throw attempt here. Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Klay Thompson comes in for Andre Iguodala. And Steph Curry is subbed in for Sean Livingston. And then for Los Angeles, Tyson Chandler, who's checked in for JaVale McGee.
Gentlemen?
Kyle Kuzma comes in for Michael Beasley. And LeBron subbed in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. That's good from Jerebko.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Lakers trail by 9. Now here's Rondo. A 14-point game for him in the win against the Clippers in Los Angeles.
The other thing I thought was big, guys, was the incredible night he had on the glass. No one wanted any part of him down there.
Now here's Rondo. From the arc. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
And a chance here to check out some stats on Steph Curry. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. He's around 31 points per game, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. He has been terrific throughout, putting up some huge numbers offensively.
Well, and this is exactly who he is, a flat-out scoring machine. You plug him in and let him go to work.
And the shot goes down. Curry's got 7.
Well, Steph Curry, one of the most dynamic ball handlers in the game. He has more moves than you can count.
Timeout called the Lakers.
Yeah, it looked like they tried to shoot their way out of the slump, and that didn't work. They got to go back and regroup.
Yeah, maybe a new approach, because what they're doing is not working. You're going to have to alter some things on the offensive end.
Draymond Green, he's checked in for Jerebko. These are the teams that have been really dominant in the paint so far this season. The Lakers in 5th.
You know, it's not necessarily a glamour stat, but make no mistake, their top-notch board work has been a huge key to their success.
Ingram against Curry. Here's Rondo. Kuzma passes to LeBron. Out to Ingram. Just 3 to shoot. Another shot, and the layup is up and in.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
And there's the pass to Green. Back to Curry. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And that's 10 points for Steph Curry.
And they're not afraid to let it fly from deep. They're looking to extend their lead with the 3-ball here in the second quarter.
A wide open look here for Kuzma. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
And that's how you answer back.
Well, you can tell that was a little give good, get good. Executed well on the offensive end, connects on the deep threat.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
You can tell they've got their foot on the gas pedal right now. No slowing down. The defense starting to look helpless.
Now here's Kuzma. He had 10 points in the win against the Clippers. Out to Ingram. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Offensive rebound. Out to Kuzma. No good from outside.
Well, that's the shot they want. He always has the green light when he's that open. Boy, one miss isn't going to change that.
Durant, no good.
As long as they can hang on to this lead, he won't have to answer for what's been an off night for him.
Another miss by Kuzma.
And why take that contested shot? I mean, make the extra pass.
Now, that's a head scratcher. When the defense is in your grill, move the ball.
Ingram passes to Kuzma. Great tee that time from Green.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Cousins finds Durant. Curry against Rondo. Durant just inside the line. No good that time. And the Lakers going the other way now. Unloads from 13. And Durant sends it back.
But Kevin Durant uses his length so well. And how about the timing to send that rejection back?
Thompson against Ingram. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Chandler's got it back down to within single digits for Los Angeles. Curry kicks to Cousins. The dish now to Durant. And here is Cousins. 6 points for him. Outside, Green. And stolen by Kuzma. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. For Los Angeles, they have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game. And he makes the first. Hart, he's checked in for Brandon Ingram. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Golden State. 7-point differential. Thompson outside. He kicks it to Durant. Looking to end his cold spell, and he lays it up and in. Durant's got 4 this quarter.
Well, against aggressive defense, but Kevin Durant so good at keeping his balance even amidst getting knocked around.
Chandler, the pass to Hart. Thompson with the rebound.
That's simply not aggressive enough. Needs to show grit and determination, and didn't on that one.
Here's Green. Kuzma pulls it in. Kuzma's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And if you're wondering where the points are coming from here tonight, here's a breakdown in the scoring between the front court and back court tonight for the Lakers.
And the front line carrying the load offensively. They always say reward the big men and credit the guards for getting them the ball and enabling these guys to fill it up.
That free throw missing.
And when you're trailing, free throws become that much more important. It's much tougher to stay in a game when you're not converting.
Good on the second free throw. Now Curry, coming in off a 41-point performance last game out. Kicks to Cousins. He can't get it to go. Nice D from Chandler. Lakers trail by 8. Rondo looking around. Here's James. Outside for Rondo. But they recover it. And it's Cousins with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
And the Lakers making a change here. Zubac is checked in. Rondo passes to Hart. Rondo dishes to LeBron. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Jump shot is good. LeBron's got 17 now.
Sometimes trailing in the game, players get sucked into trying to make that home run play.
Here's Curry. Kuzma pulls it in. Kuzma's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Right side, Rondo. And the rejection by Cousins.
And at nearly 7 feet tall, Cousins is a legitimate shot-blocking threat, using that reach to deter shots.
What a phenomenal quarter from the field. A great shooting percentage, excellent shots. This is really well done.
Bill, what a pleasure to have you with us. Great as always to hear your thoughts, your commentary. I hope you join us again soon.
I'd love it. Anytime, Kevin. Tell me.
Thank you. There is always a spirited discussion when Bill's involved, not afraid to share his personal views.
Yes, Kevin, he has broken the internet once or twice. This guy is no stranger to controversy, but I will say this, he is passionate about the NBA. You know, what you love about Kevin Durant is he has established himself as a top 2 player in the NBA. But the reality is he's never forgotten where he's come from. His charity work, his commitment to the communities and to the places that have shaped him, it's really kind of cool, Kevin.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, you're playing right into Kevin Durant's hands when you put him at the free throw line. This guy has always been terrific at the charity stripe.
Durant hits them both. Here's Hart. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game. James against Durant. Back to Hart. Launches a 3. LeBron kicks to Kuzma. Up again. He shoots again. And Hart has it in the corner. Missed it. Even after all those chances. Warriors leading by 8. The feed to Durant. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 3rd assist on the night.
I tell you, get the feeling he's only going to get better as this game wears on. That first quarter was good. His second quarter has been great.
Now here's Rondo. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. 6 to shoot. On the wing, James. Over Durant.
Well, the reach of Kevin Durant is a big part of what allows him to be a defender at the highest level.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 10-point lead, some breathing room heading into the break. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Kentavious, you guys were getting a lot of offensive rebounds in the first half. How important was that?
I mean, that is important, man. We got to keep them off the glass. We can't get them second shot, and we got offensive rebound too as well. Get us some second chance at the basket and just keep working hard.
Well, you made it work in the first half, KCP. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the 3rd quarter started.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks. Welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal at 2K Sports. Let's talk first half. Golden State found themselves in a close game in the first. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5-point lead. They took over in the second quarter, building their lead up to 10 points by the half and looking very much like a team that is determined to turn this game into a laugher. Hey, big fella, what's your take on Golden State so far?
I'll tell you what happened in the first half. Kevin, D-U-R-A-N, I don't know how to spell it, but Kevin Durant. We know about his length. We now know he's a lot stronger, the way he finishes plays, and he does it on both ends. Terrific effort. He's a defensive man now.
And Kenny, let's get your thoughts on the Lakers.
I felt they had a lack of intensity defensively. They gave up way too many threes. I mean, somebody needs to pull out the fire hose because this fire is out of control, and it certainly wasn't because of their defense.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the 3rd period.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. It's been a clinic out there by James.
And how about that? Already through 2 quarters and some change, he's got a double-double.
I'll tell you, he took over the game in that first half, Greg. They really have got to find a way to slow this guy down.
Lakers trail by 10. Taking a look at Los Angeles. LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Brandon Ingram's out there with Rajon Rondo, and it's Zubac in at the center. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That'll be his second foul of the game. Durant against LeBron. Over Durant. And that one's good. James. LeBron's got his team on the board first here in the second half for Los Angeles. Thompson finds Durant. Curry against Rondo. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That is his first foul of the game. And it's the Warriors with the ball. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Here's Durant. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. You know, a skill that doesn't show up in the box score, the drawing charge calls. In your opinion, there are, I'm sure, a lot that you think are the best at it.
Yeah, I think, Kevin, sometimes this comes at a cost physically that you have to be willing to absorb. I've seen Marcus Smart take a charge from LeBron James. Ooh. That's 6'8", 250-plus pounds coming at you full speed. Kemba Walker, Draymond Green. But, Kevin, you know this. When you draw a charge, you have essentially given yourself an extra possession, and you've put the opponent at a detriment because it's a foul against that player who's committed it.
Means a lot. Durant hits them both. The Lakers with LeBron wasted no time trying to surround him with free agent signings, Greg, to help round out the supporting cast.
Names came in rapid succession after LeBron committed. Caldwell Pope, Rondo, Stevenson all joined in short order. We'll see how far this team goes, but you cannot deny how interesting things have gotten with this roster.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Brandon Ingram.
Well, putting himself in harm's way, Thompson earns a trip to the foul line. He knows how to put defenders on their heels.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. That free throw good from Thompson. And despite often going small, the Warriors are the best shot-blocking team in the league without a dominant center inside.
Yeah, Kevin, that means it's about their overall length, especially on the perimeter. This is not just blocking shots in the paint. They're snuffing out long-range opportunities as well.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
It is so easy to like the easygoing Klay Thompson. This guy is so dependable at both ends, and he excels shooting the basketball.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, it seems every season new records are set for the number of three-pointers made and attempted. It's proven to be successful, and of course, it is a copycat league. It's hard to know why it took so long for everyone to catch on, but now that they have, the effects continue to ripple throughout the league.
They sure have, David. Thank you.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
The former Blue Devil, Brandon Ingram, was taken second overall back in 2016, was deemed as untouchable by his front office as they rebuilt the roster. He's a big part of what the Lakers want to do over the next few years.
No good on the second free throw. And it was Magic Johnson, Greg, who said Ingram is untouchable. Also feels Ingram can be an elite scorer.
Yeah, I mean, Ingram certainly has the makeup and skills to be a first option on offense. And when he heard of how highly Magic thought of him, it made Ingram want to work even harder. You can certainly see the huge leaps he's made as a scorer since Magic kind of gave him that vote of confidence.
And they get it back. For three, Durant bangs home the trifecta. Durant's got 19 points.
You simply cannot give Kevin Durant any room to shoot it, and his consistency over the years is really what's striking.
LeBron against Durant. The tray. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut back down to 8. An important basket there from Rondo.
Really like the energy I'm seeing from this offense. 3 for 4 to open the third.
Curry kicks to Green. Shoots over Kuzma. Rebound the Lakers. Rondo's got 4 rebounds in this game. He dishes it to LeBron. Ingram outside. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron's got 4 assists in the game.
80% shooting to start the third, 4 for 5.
Here's Cousins. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Rondo kicks to Kuzma. That one, no good. Great D that time from Durant. Green with the ball. Now guarded by Ingram. Pass to Curry. Back to Green. Puts up a 3. The Lakers with the rebound. Kuzma's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Tough start to the second half. Just 1 for 5. Wow.
Back to Ingram from outside the arc. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And really, Ingram is consistent in nailing these perimeter shots. Gotta get a hand up or he's gonna make you pay.
Now here's Green. 8 points for him. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Shot clock at 6. Shoots. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Green's got 10. Lakers trail by 4. Rondo kicks to Kuzma. Pass to LeBron. For 3, Ingram. He's off on that one. The Warriors go the other way with it. Right side, Durant. Pass to Curry. Outside, Green. From beyond the arc. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip. 5 for 10.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
James with it. Guarded now by Durant. Durant against LeBron. Green with the block.
Draymond Green twice on the pipe, sends it right back to the shooter.
Cousins, and then Cousins with the dunk.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
You know, possessions like that will help them feel good going into that final quarter.
Los Angeles calls timeout. With the analysis, the defensive impact becoming more advanced, Doris, do you think that helps defenders gain recognition even when they're not putting up numbers in individual statistical categories?
Well, think about a recent winner of the Defensive Player of the Year, and that's Draymond Green, whose value becomes into sharp focus, particularly in the fourth quarter of games. When it becomes a possession ball game and Draymond Green is flying around the floor in help defensive position, covering up for teammates' mistakes, I absolutely think, Kevin, increasingly because of the advanced metrics, that players can be defined outside of points and rebounds. So I love the impact of the numbers.
And here is Los Angeles now. Stevenson outside. Just 5 on the clock. Ingram passes to Caldwell Pope. They can't stop the run with that one. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for Golden State. They have a 9-point lead.
And it's been about that execution offensively. I mean, they have been superb.
There's no doubt. They're making all the right moves. Their chemistry tonight has been phenomenal.
Now here's Beasley. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Ingram. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
I'll tell you, he's doing everything scoring-wise this period to try to keep them in it.
He's made one and missed one so far in the game. And the Warriors with some changes. Looney's checked in for Green. Iguodala comes in for Klay Thompson. And Quinn Cook subbed in for Steph Curry. And that one misses.
And guys, really no ceiling on Ingram. This is a guy who has the potential to be a truly great player before it's all done.
Now here's Durant. He's got 19. Over Stevenson. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Yeah, that's a surprising miss, Greg. I have a feeling if they get that shot again, they'll knock it down next time.
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Tyson Chandler.
Well, back-to-back titles for the Golden State Warriors since the arrival of Kevin Durant. You think about the Western Conference Finals a year ago, the Rockets gave them a run for their money, but no one able to impede the progress of this championship procession.
That's good from Jerebko. And through last season, the Warriors boasting the most wins of any team, Doris, over a 5-year span in NBA history.
They are simply shattering records for wins left and right, and if they keep this core together, there's no sign that this is going to slow down anytime soon.
The Warriors making a switch here. Livingston's checked in. And so he makes both from the line. Lakers trailed by 11. Caldwell Pope kicks to Beasley. Back to Caldwell Pope. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Stevenson. A second chance effort, and it's Beasley laying it in. Beasley's got his first 2 points of the night.
Just a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Now the pass to Iguodala. Livingston looking for the opening. No good, shot missing. LA's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. To the middle. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Iguodala.
A moment here to check out some of the stats for Andre Iguodala. He's putting up about 5 points a game, 3 assists and 4 rebounds. And those numbers solid, not spectacular, and sometimes what you see is what you get.
There's no doubt. This is a guy who understands his role, knows he's got to give you quality minutes, and that's what they expect from him.
Here's Chandler. Pass to Ingram. For 3, Caldwell Pope.
Well, this is the long reach of Shaun Livingston. He is able to get into the space of shooters and really impede their ability to take a good shot.
A fader will not go. This is off the front iron. Iguodala against Stevenson. He sinks the 11-footer. Stevenson's got his first points of the game. Warriors leading by 7. Livingston kicks to Iguodala. To the wing right side. Here's Cook. Nice shot from 10 feet out. Lakers trail by 9. To the inside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And here's what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Lakers. On Tuesday, they'll be taking on Victor Oladipo and the Indiana Pacers. Then on Thursday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Boston Celtics.
And guys, one thing about road trips like this one, they'll be seeing this as a chance for the team to come together. It might be a bit of a silver lining for a trip that doesn't always provide a lot of success.
The first one falls. Hart, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Both shots good from the stripe. Here is Cook. Pass to Livingston. Just 5 on the clock. Lets it fly from 18. And it's Golden State with another.
Boy, how crafty is Shaun Livingston getting into space in the mid-range. This is his game right here.
Chandler with the ball. Ingram outside. And it's Stevenson, top of the key. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Iguodala, and Andre Iguodala with the slam.
Boy, you got to admire how effective Andre Iguodala is, just excelling at getting inside and finishing with authority.
Timeout called the Lakers.
Well, think about Shaun Livingston. He seemed to be ahead of the curve from day one. Here's a man who could walk at 7 months, and maybe I should say baby who could walk at 7 months. He was reading by the age of 3, playing basketball by the age of 6, kind of a prodigy, guys.
Durant's checked in for Golden State. JaVale McGee's checked in for the Lakers. Rondo comes in for Lance Stevenson. And you look at Livingston in high school, 5-star recruit, and already a fan favorite because of the way he played.
Well, Shaun Livingston is an unbelievable passer. He's got great court sense. He's a perfect leadership presence in the locker room. And think about his story, the gruesome injury that certainly took a toll in his career, but the ability to fight back and make yourself an integral part of a team that has now won multiple championships. You talk about great talent, but even tougher mentality.
Oh, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
And after attempting no free throws in the first half, now he's putting the defense back on its heels.
He hits both from the stripe. And so it's Golden State with it. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Now, here's Jerebko. He's covered closely. Durant, the pass to Looney. Lets the 3 fly. Livingston, no luck. Lakers trail by 9. Ingram kicks to Rondo. Lobbed up there for Chandler.
And when you're open, Rondo finds you, always has his head on a swivel.
Golden State's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. That one is off.
I think one thing you think about when you talk about Steve Kerr is how much he has relished having an opportunity to coach an amazing collection of talent. He knows more perhaps than most that great players are required to be successful. That doesn't mean it's an easy job. You've got to manage expectations year after year.
Here's Hart. It's stolen by Jerebko. Now here's Livingston. Durant in the corner. There's a minute 47 left in the third quarter of the game. In for his 7th make in 14 tries.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Now here's Rondo. He has 5. Durant with the steal. Iguodala finds Durant. Nice D from Chandler. And it's Rondo with the ball for Los Angeles, trailing by 10. Following this game, they'll hit the road to challenge the Pacers at Pacers Arena in Indianapolis. That will be the 3rd of this 6-game road trip. Here's Ingram, 17 points in the game. And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession. The Warriors making a switch here. Cousins is checked in. LeBron's checked in for the Lakers. And 1:01 left in the third quarter. Clock at 4. Here's Ingram. The offensive rebound. LeBron up top. Offline from the top of the key. Warriors leading by 10. Durant deciding where to go with it. Good on the triple. Durant's got 24 points.
Kevin Durant on a prototypical KD role. My man is going.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill. Boy, he has been cold for a while now.
Yeah, starting to look like it's taking its toll mentally. He doesn't look like himself.
Here's Rondo. He has 5. He kicks it to James. And again, the Lakers no good. And so it's the Golden State Warriors riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Warriors leading by 15. Durant plays as the 4 with Cousins in the middle. Steph Curry's out there with Livingston, and it's Iguodala in at the 3 slot. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
Well, he's obviously anticipating different movement there, and instead of an easy connection, the pass sails straight into the front row.
Lakers trail by 15. James outside. Passes it to Kuzma. Back to James. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Rondo passes to LeBron. It's rebounded by Livingston.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Well, if he wasn't there, that shot's going in. Love the effort on the defensive end.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Rondo kicks to Kuzma. Over Iguodala. Kuzma can't get it to go. Warriors leading by 18. Down low, and Cousins throws it down. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 11 rebounds.
And they're just dominating on both ends, and it's reflected now in the score.
No, absolutely, Greg. They're absolutely rolling in sync totally on both the offensive and defensive ends.
Drains the three-pointer.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Iguodala kicks to Durant. Feeds it to Curry. The basket good off the assist from Durant. And that's 17 points for Steph Curry.
Don't let the size fool you, Mr. Harlan. Steph Curry can get the job done inside.
Now the pass to Kuzma. No good on the three.
He had a make from downtown in the first half, but no threes since then.
Iguodala kicks to Curry. Back to Durant. The three ball gets the three-pointer to fall. Durant's got 27.
Well, Kevin Durant goes right up with it. Doesn't give the defense a chance to react.
Here's Hart. He's covered by Iguodala. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. You always hear coaches preaching consistency. Doris, what enables that kind of night in, night out reliability?
Well, I think a lot goes into it, and you can start with pride, Kevin. If you're putting in the kind of preparation necessary, then you're going to take a certain amount of pride in the things you do on a night-by-night basis. Things aren't always going to go your way, but it's not how you end the night. It's how do you respond in the middle of the game when things are going against you. Calls haven't gone your way, or perhaps there's a bad matchup. What's your response? So a lot of things go into consistency, and it's why we take special pride covering players who pride themselves on being available.
And one of the most admired things you have, too, as well.
Correct. Michael Jordan loved to play every night.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors.
Well, pretty amazing to have a collection of shooters like Klay Thompson, Steph Curry, and Kevin Durant all together on the same team. We're talking about 3 of the league's best shooters ever in the history of the league. People try to rank these guys against each other, guys.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
That free throw, no good. Well, if you go by Andre Iguodala, he once called Klay Thompson the best shooter on the planet.
Well, if there's a player that should know, Andre Iguodala would be there. He's had to defend the primary scorers across the NBA, and I'm sure he and Klay have gone at it in practice. And there's no doubt, guys, Klay is spectacular. He has many, many great years ahead of him, provided his health stays good.
And he sinks the second. Doors with a more punitive luxury tax, draft picks with their cost-controlled salaries, never more important than they are today.
No doubt, Kevin. I think teams are very hesitant to part with first-round picks because they have been critical. But I think you also have to consider the second-round picks as being valuable assets. Think about the Golden State Warriors. In each of the last 2 years, they have purchased for money a second-round pick from another organization. And both times, those players ended up being critical parts of the rotation. Every draft pick, first or second round, has value.
Plenty of daylight on that shot. 8 points for Rajon Rondo.
And every now and then, Rondo will surprise you with the occasional triple, showing it off there with range.
Now here's Thompson, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen. And a moment here to check out who the Golden State Warriors have coming up. On Wednesday, they'll be playing against LaMarcus Aldridge and the San Antonio Spurs. And then on Friday, they head out on the road to face the Suns in Phoenix.
And for the matchup with the Jazz, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
Just fluidity that LeBron plays with, his ability to change direction on a drive so quickly, incredible.
Curry against Rondo. Curry finds Durant. Rebound the Lakers.
Well, I think the defense took that possession off. I'm pretty sure he won't miss next time.
Rondo off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Oh, great job on the closeout, providing a lot of good D on the perimeter.
Well, that's a superb effort on the defensive end. You don't allow the shooter to get into a rhythm from deep.
Lakers trailed by 19. And here is LeBron. Out to the wing. Rondo wide open, and a miss there on the triple.
Boy, he hasn't given them much of anything tonight. He's got to look for his own shot a little less and keep the ball moving.
Durant for three. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 5th rebound in this one. To the right side. Back to Rondo. Pass to Hart. Curry against Rondo. 5 to shoot. From downtown, good on the triple. Rondo's got a pair of threes here in the 4th quarter for the Lakers.
He's been heating it up since the break, getting some excellent looks right now.
Now Cousins. And there's the foul. It'll go on Josh Hart. That's foul number 2 for him. Durant with it. He's picked up by James, and he comes up with the deuce. And it's 29 points for Kevin Durant.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Hart. Kicks it to Rondo. Pass to Kuzma. Lakers working the ball around now. 6 to shoot. Stolen by Thompson. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Here's Curry. Great D that time from LeBron.
Now that's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
No, exactly, Greg. Especially when the ball is that deep inside. You've got to respect how he altered that shot.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Kuzma. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Warriors leading by 16. Curry kicks to Green. Dishes to Thompson. Rebounded by Hart.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Passes it to Rondo. Stolen by Thompson. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. Took him no time at all on that one. Curry's got 9 points here in the second half. Lakers trail by 18. Rondo passes to Hart. And that one is off. Nice D from Cousins. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. 22 is their biggest lead. LA's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. Here's Hart, and it's good coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Hart's got 7 now in this quarter.
After hitting nothing from downtown in the first half, that's his second make since.
Here's Thompson, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. And the Warriors lead by 17.
Well, you get a sense of the recognition from Steph Curry and how quickly he moves through his progressions because, boy, if you're open, he's going to give it to you.
Now here's James. Back to Zubac. 4 on the clock. Goes up on the wing. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Ingram, he's checked in for Josh Hart. Warriors leading by 17. Curry finds Green. Durant against James. Curry way outside from beyond the arc and then some. Curry's got 22 points.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
And there's the call on Durant. That's his 3rd foul of the game. The G League last season experimenting, Doris, with coaches' challenges of certain calls during games. Do you see that perhaps moving over as well to the NBA?
Kevin, my understanding on this is that across NBA ownership, there is real momentum to allow for a coach's challenge. And I think it's commonplace to see teams argue a call. When it's all said and done, we want to get things correct. And so maybe you see this happen in the G League. And what's the carryover to the NBA? I don't know, but I can tell you unequivocally, ownership wants to see a coach's challenge in the NBA at some point.
And I think, Doris, anytime you can make those coaches do more, put more on the line, just adds to the intrigue of the game.
No question.
Yep, that one goes.
Well, there's a certain level of poise there. There's also length and athleticism. Nice shot by Clay.
Curry against Rondo. Now here's Kuzma. D right on him. LeBron, no luck. Warriors leading by 22. Durant kicks to Curry. Shoots from 12. Kuzma pulls it in. Kuzma's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Inside. Rondo with the ball. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. To the inside. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron's got assist number 7 for him tonight.
And although not the biggest guy, you got to love how Rondo uses his body inside. Has a great touch as well around the rim.
Now here's Durant. Here's Cousins. 5 on the clock. Here's Green. A rebound by the Lakers. Kuzma's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Now here's Rondo. Ingram outside. Doris, this term +6 coming into the lexicon describes a player whose wingspan exceeds his height by at least 6 inches. I know you've heard that before.
Yeah, well, we can think of several players who fit this description of the +6. Electric young players like Donovan Mitchell, Kawhi Leonard, the Claw. The Claw extends to his wingspan as well. And then Draymond Green, who in the fourth quarter defensively can seem like a player who's everywhere at every moment.
Cousins, no one around him, gets the three-pointer to fall. Cousins has got 9 points now in just the second half. Outside Rondo. Ingram against Thompson. Back to Rondo. Green with the block. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. A big group substitution here for the Lakers. JaVale McGee's checked in for Zubats. Chandler comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Lance Stephenson's checked in for James. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Rajon Rondo.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Warriors.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so checking out the record for these guys tonight will mark win number 37 for them on the year. And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for Kevin Durant.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Shooting 2.
No good on the free throw.
Let's remember, back in 2001, Tyson Chandler was picked 2nd overall. You'll love that he won a title with the Mavericks as the starting center. And how about the longevity? Really impressive.
And the second free throw, good.
Boy, he'd sure like to have that miss back. Hard to chip away at a lead when you're leaving freebies at the line.
Here is Cook. He kicks it to Jerebko. Stevenson against Iguodala. Shot clock at 5. Here's Cook. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. First one falls for him. And so Cook nails both of them. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth. And Stevenson kicks to Caldwell Pope. Back to Stevenson. Shoots. They get it back. Outside for Caldwell Pope. 6 to shoot. Another shot. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much with Kevin Durant. Katie, slow start for you offensively, but you were able to stay aggressive. How do you keep that mentality as a great scorer?
Well, you got to keep shooting, no matter what happens. So it's easy to, play well throughout the game when you're making shots, but when you're missing, you got to get your mind right, and that's what I tried to do, is just stay aggressive.
And it sure showed out there. Thank you very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you later.